Arcadian Vanguard presents the Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Thursday, February 23rd, 2023. Good morning. I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with last night's episode of AEW Dynamite, which aired live on TBS from the Footprint Center in Phoenix. The show featured a pull-apart brawl between AEW World Champion MJF and number one contender Bryan Danielson, in which MJF provoked Danielson with a promo filled with personal attacks, leading to Danielson using a running elbow to lay out the champion, whom he's scheduled to face for the title next month at Revolution.
So now, I'd like to take this chance to speak to your children watching at home.
Hey, don't you dare bring my children into this or I'm gonna kick the out of you.
For 1 hour straight, I'm gonna make sure that Dada can never pick you up again. And then Uncle Max is gonna take his fist and hit Dada in the head with it over and over again. And I'm gonna give Dada a present on March 5th. You kiddies want to know what that gift is? Early onset CT.
MJF, he had to know he was playing with fire.
Following the main event in which Jon Moxley defeated Evil Uno via referee stoppage, a post-match fight erupted between the Dark Order and Blackpool Combat Club. During the melee, Hangman Adam Page came down to the ring to help the Dark Order and bloodied Moxley with a pair of brass knuckles wrapped in barbed wire. Wheeler Yuta of the Blackpool Combat Club was also in action in a losing effort against All-Atlantic champion Orange Cassidy. The win marked Cassidy's 12th successful title defense since winning the belt last October. In promo segments, Chris Jericho agreed to face Ricky Starks at Revolution in a no-interference match, and Tony Khan and Adam Cole announced the debut next month of AEW's new reality series All Access, as well as Cole's return to the ring on Dynamite the night of the All Access premiere.
Yeah, because in March, next month, there's going to be a weekly 1-hour television series. Immediately after Dynamite, right here on TBS. And that's going to be called AEW All Access. You are going to get an unfiltered look at AEW like you've never seen it before, featuring people like yours truly, Adam Cole, Bebe, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and many more. And trust me when I tell you, this is something you're not going to want to miss. I do have some more good news.
Okay, keep it rolling.
So that same night, AEW All Access, the night that show debuts live on AEW Dynamite, I'm going to make my in-ring return to All Elite Wrestling.
The Revolution Tag Team Battle Royal was won by the team of Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. Jarrett was the final survivor of the Battle Royal, last eliminating Trent Beretta. In other results, Christian Cage and Jungle Boy battled in an impromptu fight on the entrance ramp. The Acclaim beat the Firm when Max Caster pinned Lee Moriarty, and Saraya scored a quick win over Sky Blue via submission. Following Saraya's victory, Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter ran off both Saraya and Toni Storm. In ratings news, Monday Night Raw's average viewership this week broke the 2 million viewer mark, according to Showbuzz Daily. The episode drew an average of 2.006 million viewers to the USA Network, to be exact, an increase of nearly 11% from the previous week's 1.812 million. In the hourly breakdown, Hour 1 drew 2.186 million viewers, dropping to 2.065 million for Hour 2 and falling further to 1.768 million for the final hour, representing a cumulative loss of 418,000 viewers over the course of the show. The rating in the key 18 to 49-year-old demographic was 0.56, an increase of more than 19% from the last week's 0.47 key demo rating according to WrestleNomics. The show ranked number 1 for the night on cable TV in the key demo. Numbers are also in for Sunday night's season premieres of both Biography, WWE Legends, and WWE Rivals on A&E, with Biography holding steady and Rivals experiencing a bump. The first episode of Season 3, Biography WWE Legends, covering the New World Order, drew an audience of 495,000 according to Showbuzz Daily. That is in line with the average weekly audience that tuned in for Season 2, but a drop of nearly one-third from the average weekly viewership of Season 1, which was 736,125 viewers. The rating for the NWO episode in the key 18 to 49-year-old demographic was 0.15, up from the 0.13 average key demo rating of Season 2, but down from the 0.27 average key demo rating of Season 1, according to WrestleNomics. The Season 2 premiere of WWE Rivals, which looked at the feud between Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant, drew an audience of 444,000 viewers, an increase of nearly 20% from the average weekly audience of Season 1, according to Showbuzz Daily. In the key demo, the episode drew a 0.14 rating, which was also up from the Season 1 average of 0.11. And we close in some news from outside the ring. Mercedes Varnado has signed with the United Talent Agency, a global entertainment representation company based in Beverly Hills, according to an exclusive report in Variety. The talent agency will reportedly be helping to find roles in film, TV, and theater for Varnado, known in New Japan these days as Mercedes Moné, but best known as Sasha Banks in WWE. Varnado's working with UTA is seen as a way of building up her entertainment career outside the pro wrestling business. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.